Hi there, my name is Chris Montgomery. I'm the team lead for the activity boards, and I am joined today by my secretary, Hobie. So, talking to the progress that our group has made this semester, we began the initial construction phase of the board, and a lot of that has involved getting the structural components of the board cut and ready to go, primarily the angle aluminum that we had purchased last semester. We finalized some of the cuts so that we could attach the top and bottom portions of that angle aluminum to the boards, and the casters could be attached and the lid has something to sit on. Looking at the individual boards, if we start at the Arctic board, we can see Naveen has been very hard at work this semester. The Glacier's cut out, ready to be mounted on, and then he also has the Northern Lights spinners taken care of. He's got all those put together, kind of like a prototype phase. He's been going through some troubleshooting, dealing with some leaking issues, but last I checked in, he said that he had taken care of them. He also had laser cut a penguin out so that he could attach the penguin slider to it as well. And then Gage had his snowman arms cut out, and he also did some laser cutting of acrylic so that he could have some gears on the back, and then I believe the snowman hat was also cut out. Looking at the jungle board, you've got Rodolfo. He's got his tree cut out and ready to be attached as well. And then his animal spinner is ready to go, ready to be attached once the boards get put up. Lauren was also a team member working on the jungle board. She was studying abroad this semester, so she has been unable to make any progress. And once we actually get the boards erected, Sage, Zach, Kendall, and I are going to take over her add-ons and kind of get them put on once we get everything figured out. And then lastly, if we look at the desert board, Cody has really taken over that. Tommy has been unable to attend MAID this semester, so Cody's really had to do that kind of individually. He's got all the individual boards routed so that there are no sharp edges, and then he's got some files ready to go for 3D printing and some other necessary milling operations that need to be done. So he's got that really under control right now. So as far as my individual contribution to the group this semester, kind of began with the design of the lid. The therapist had asked that we design a lid that can go on top of the board so that students can't throw anything in the middle of the boards that the therapist can't get to. So I made an initial concept in SolidWorks, ran it by Henshaw, got some of his feedback, and then went out and purchased the necessary materials to fabricate that. And once the boards get erected, we'll be able to actually design the lid around the board so that it fits nicely and works well. Next, I also kind of had a big part in some of the cutting of the angle iron that had been attached. Last semester, we got a good chunk of it taken care of, but we still need to do some more this semester. So Zach and myself, we took some of that angle stock to the McElroy lab and made some cuts on the bandsaw so that when we do attach them to the boards, they can go together nicely in that triangle formation that they have. On top of cutting the actual aluminum, we had to drill holes so that we could attach them to the boards. And we did that well and we got them attached. It's all good to go, so we could attach the casters and the lid had something to sit on. Once we got the angle attached, we were able to start putting the hinges on. And right now we only have the hinges on 2 of the boards, but we did that on purpose so we can kind of get like an initial configuration to see what works. So kind of where I see our group at the end of the semester. Last couple times we checked in with our Gantt chart, we were on track to deliver by the end of the semester, but with the recent announcement of the coronavirus and online classes, it's going to put a huge wrench in our plans. It's going to stop momentum pretty much at a halt. However, myself and a couple of the other team members plan to be on campus shortly after spring break, so we will be able to get some progress done on the board so that once all this blows over, however long that may be, we'll have at least a little progress done from when it was all announced to when we can finally start working on the board. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, and that's what we're looking for the remainder of the semester whenever we get to start working again. Thank you. Say bye? Say bye? Say bye, Emily. Bye.